Hey, what's up guys? It is DJ, and today we've got some new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, 13 mods were released today. For all platforms, we have 5 new and 6 updates, and PC and Mac players have 1 new and 1 update. In the video, we'll show you the new ones, plus customization, and we will review every mod that got an update. Something else we're going to do is talk about the new stuff that came out today. Since we have a new patch that was released, we got some new stuff, so check this out. New in everybody's game today, once you update to patch 1.10, is the new Holland CR 1090 Revelation. Oh man, one of my favorite combines of all time. I love it. We've even got 2 headers for it as well, so let's take a look at it. 700 horsepower, variable transmission, 1,300 liters of fuel. It'll go 18 miles an hour, so not 24 as I believe it went before. 14,500 liter capacity, and it weighs 24.7 tons. It's a big boy. As far as your configurations, this is pretty cool. So we have the design 1, we have design number 2, which changes up to more of like a covered South American style almost, and then we have a very small setup. The cool thing, none of these change the capacity. That's really cool. Wheel brands, watch this, bam! Love it. We have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Frauenstein, and back in again. Before we were locked with just tracks on here. Now we got wheels, and I love it. Thank you, Giants. We see you, baby. Crawler track on here, twin wheels, and then back and forth. In Michelin, we just have twins. Same thing for Continental. Okay, so Trelleborg's actually the only one that has tracks. Well, there you go. If you want tracks, you'll have to go with that. Now, if we bump out and we take a look at some other things that it comes with, we get the Varifeed 41 foot from New Holland. 3.9 tons, 12 meters at 6 miles an hour. And then we also have this guy, the New Holland 3162 Super Flex Draper 45 foot. That's what I'm talking about. 13.7 meters at 6 miles an hour. So there you go. That is all the stuff that came with the patch. Now, let's jump over to mods. Starting off today with some new ones for all platforms, and we have a new map for you, Lazy Acres Farm from TNT Modding. You probably recognize that name. He just released a map the other day, and Bucks County's been out for, I think, a few weeks at this point. One of the cool things about these maps is he adds a lot of modified equipment, and we have a pretty nice place where if you don't like the farm, you can just delete everything and make your own, which is very, very cool. You can see it is very big, very open, kind of flat, but hilly enough to where it's not going to be super boring. Every field can be purchased individually, which is great. And we have some fields that are virtually identical in size. So you guys can do a little bit of one-on-one farming and things like that, which is always a lot of fun. Jumping in, we can see our main farm area right there. And then we have the outside of the farm area there. And then we have even more of an outside and a little area right here, which is the shop. Sometimes it's important to own the shop. Taking a look around, you can see big ol' square fields. And there's not much more to it than that, man. You got all the sell points that you need. He does say 18 large fields, 11 sell points, and 12 production chains with many options. There's water to refill at the starting farm pond. Very large central farm to house all of your big equipment that you will need, plus all of your animal husbandry's default seasonal growth and soil map for precision farming. So you're all good through there. Taking a look at it in our equipment, and you can see I've jumped over to Lazy Acres because we do have all the custom stuff. So if you've been using his other maps, well, you're going to have those custom things through here. So if you want a big harvester that will do sugar beets or potatoes and for some reason may hold 430,000 liters, well, you've got it. And if you want a feed mixer that holds 250,000, well, you got it. And if you want a combine harvester that holds 250,000, you got it. That's so cool. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at least what we get when we get started. So we'll go into owned items, and there's a lot. So sit back and relax. So we have the Deutz Fahr 82 ADT TV. We have a lot of case tractors. We have a quad track. We have a Steiger. And then we have the Magnum 400, 2 of those, as a matter of fact. One of them's actually a little bit, weighs more. I know they gotta be around here somewhere. Where are they? That's not it, that's not it. That's not it, that's not it. That's it. Okay, so we've got, duals and tracks. That does make sense. Okay, No more questions. Let's get out of there. We'll keep going. Large tractors, we showed those. Combine harvesters, we have the John Deere X9, which is modified. We do have a forage harvester, the big X1180. This is also modified. Your Roper Tiger, modified. Sprayer, modified. And then we have some unmodified fun things to drive around. Going into tipper trailers, we have a modified Straumann and a modified Brantner. In the headers, we have just a regular header. So, hey, that's normal. Very, very normal. Almost too normal. What are you up to? We also have modified forage harvester header right through here. That's pretty cool. And then moving over to the header for that. The beet harvester. Then we have a seeder. This will seed very nice amount. Then you've got your planter, fertilizer spreader. We've got a couple mowers. I like those mowers. Nice tedder. Windrower, loading wagon, which will hold 495,000 liters. Very nice. And then we also have a modified baler and a couple header trailers to match. So, depending on what you guys want to do, if it is just purely farming that you want to get involved with, definitely check this out. Next up, we have the Lizard SO69-1. This is a seeder for all platforms today. 85 liters of seed, so not a whole lot through there. Weighs half a ton by itself. 15 horsepower, 1.8 meters. It's 6 miles an hour. Reflectors, we have yes or no on the very top. Decals, we have yes or no around the outsides. Lighting, you could do yes or no. And then we have a main color of gray or red. We have extension colors of black, gray or red, and then we have rim colors of gray or red. Hooks up via 3-point, and that is about it, man. Next is the Lizard Homemade Roller. This bad boy right here, 40 horsepower, 2.5 meter working width at 9 miles an hour. 3-point, we have wide or narrow on the 3-point hitch, so I guess depending on what tractor you've got, you may want to roll with a narrow one. This is kind of nice, kind of neat. Wish we had color options for the main color, but hey, life doesn't turn out that way sometimes, does it? Next is our Lizard BaleFork. Next to last new one for all platforms today. This hooks up via 3-point, and you can grab 2 round bales with it. Design, we have long or short. If you go with the long, you could probably get 4 of those, which is kind of neat. Attachment type, we have telehandler front. We've also got 3-point, and then colors. Very cool. It's got 2.8 meter width, working with, at a quarter of a ton. And your last new mod for all platforms today is the Old Italy pack. This may look familiar. It's from RL Modding. Now, I can't remember who originally made this. It may have been RL. But there was a map that came out back in Farming Simulator 17 that had these buildings with it. They got the buildings and I believe the map at Farm Sim 19. However, here in 22, at least all I'm seeing right now is just the buildings. Really, really good buildings. Great brickwork on here. 3 different designs. You can put them close by to each other to make a really, really long one if you want. Plus, we have a wall and a gate. I would say one of the biggest things about doing big maps and stuff like that, or even farm builds, is having things that match perfectly. And if you're like me, I like everything to match perfectly. So we've got a wall that builds us a fence, and we have a gate that works perfectly with that fence. So very cool. Check them out. Old Italy pack. Jumping over to some mod updates for all platforms. First one is Purbeck 22 version 1.2. Added a gate to the horse paddock. Fixed road by Sheep Farm. Silo is now fully sellable. You own all non-field lands. That's great. Fixed the hidden collision at the horse barn. Added new texture houses for prefabs. Floating tree by field 30 has been removed. Dirt road has been textured by field 63. Added a water icon at the cow barn. Fixed feed triggers at open cow pasture. Added a water tank at the cow farm. Cereal factory, when sold, props go with it. Silo bunker at cow farm now fills completely, and Oxygen David's custom lighting. Next is this one, Ossiacher Tal? I have no idea. My bad. Let's move on. Version 1001. Added collision at the trees. Only PC mod was removed and added snow mask indoor. One of my favorite placeable mods is a big old pack called the Red Barn Pack, and today we have an update for it from FSG Modding and FSG Tasman to version 1.1. Added window glass, added hayloft placeable, added bale and pallet storage open shed and bale shed. They've increased the sheep food capacity to 50,000 liters, removed foliage on the cow barn, removed foliage on big silo, increased info trigger size for beehive, added bale storage to cow barn, increased chicken capacity to 500, added animal feeders and feed storage silo to the chicken barn, increased the cow capacity to 500. Added beehive pallet location placeable. Fixed issue with the manure not spawning. Occluder mesh added for performance improvements. Increased the red barn silo capacity with separate fill types. And increased the small red barn silo capacity with separated fill types. Bit of a smaller update to the Fahr KH4S. This is version 1.2. Improved the 3D model. Improved decal texture. Improved wear and dirt texture. Wheel physics fixed, and changed the configuration prices. Next to last, the Lizard Disc Harrow 2.5 version 1.2. Minor model changes, improved dirt textures, and fixed the center of mass. And your last update today for all platforms is going to be the Crosetto PC Pack version 2001. Fixed connection hoses with the DLC pumps and hoses pack, and various minor functional fixes to the machines. And we only have one new one for PC and Mac players today. It's going to be the GRAMIP 180 Power Harrow. No customization options here, but the modeling is very, very good. 320 kilogram weight, 40 horsepower, 1.8 meters at 7 miles an hour. Look at this thing. Man, that looks good. And your last mod today is going to be an update to the Adurante R200A additional features. This is version 2.001, aligned with the crossplay version. Added the automatic loading and unloading wooden trunk on the supported selling points or factories, and added selling station wooden trunk. Well, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you do, and join the GoHam fam, and check out the video from earlier this morning. Holy cow, it has happened. We have the new arena and bell stacking modes, the farming simulator, esports arena, baby. It is out now for all platforms. You will have to update your game, so make sure you do that. Otherwise, I just hope you have a great day. We'll see you guys later.